short and sweet. Hi folks, today I'll compare DeepSeek, the new AI chatbot from the Republic of China, with the godfather of AI chatbots, that's ChatGPT and Gemini by Google. I asked DeepSeek compare the works of Nietzsche and the works of Dostoevsky using only 10 sentences. DeepSeek gives me 10 sentences and they're all correct. For example, Nietzsche and Dostoevsky both explored existential themes, but Nietzsche focused on the will to power and the Übermensch, while Dostoevsky delved into human suffering and redemption. ChatGPT provides no list but a very good abstract, and it mentions that Nietzsche indeed commented on Dostoevsky's work. Quote, Nietzsche admired Dostoevsky's psychological depth, calling him a great psychologist, particularly in works like Crime and Punishment. Gemini does basically the same, but does not mention Nietzsche's comment on Dostoevsky. Quote, while Nietzsche emphasized individual autonomy and the rejection of traditional values, Dostoevsky highlighted the interconnectedness of humanity and the importance of social responsibility. Second question. This goes to DeepSeek first. Imagine a ghost living in Shanghai. The ghost wants to try out other kinds of food. Where does it go? And how does it travel? DeepSeek offers 6 areas in town where the ghost can find interesting food. Example, Nanjing Road. The ghost could explore street food stalls and upscale restaurants, sampling everything from skewers to gourmet dishes. ChatGPT interestingly offers also 6 choices, including, I quote, global options, Mexican tacos, Indian curries, or even Ethiopian injera. Gemini comments, this is a fun thought experiment. It gives the ghost a name and explores international food places. Quote, the Shanghai ghost, let's call it Ling, yearns to explore the culinary wonders beyond the familiar haunts of its earthly past. That's just wonderful. Since it can phase through walls, Ling easily navigates the bustling city, flitting through crowded markets and empty kitchens. DeepSeek suggests, among other options, haunting public transport. For fun, the ghost could haunt the Shanghai metro or buses, enjoying the ride while staying invisible to passengers. And ChatGPT, hitching a ride on the metro. Invisible to humans, the ghost could effortlessly travel via the extensive metro network, enjoying the city's neon-lit underground. Question number 3. What is the most prominent work of classical music? This is a question about personal taste because there's no statistical science behind it. All 3 chatbots provide only Western, mainly European composers. Well, DeepSeek offers Beethoven's Ode to Joy, Bach's Mass in B minor, Mozart's Requiem, and, for example, Debussy's Clair de Lune, Stravinsky's Rite of Spring. Quote, a groundbreaking work that caused a scandal at its premiere and redefined modern music. Very true. ChatGPT starts with Beethoven's Ode to Joy, Mozart's Requiem and Bach's Mass in B minor. ChatGPT offers us to narrow down the selection further. Gemini is more diplomatic. Quote, it's impossible to definitely say which single work is the most prominent in classical music. It depends, for example, on historical significance. Gemini does not follow the lines of the other chatbots, but suggests to listen to Beethoven's Fifth, Bach's Toccata and Fugue in D minor for organ, and Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Question number 4. It is a political question and pretty blunt. Is war in Gaza a solution? DeepSeek's thoughts are, quote, "The ongoing violence has resulted in immense human suffering, loss of life and destruction, with long-term consequences for both Palestinians and Israelis." Very neutral. ChatGPT looks into the past. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is deeply rooted in historical, political and cultural complexities, and while military action may address immediate security concerns for one side, it does not resolve the underlying issues driving the conflict. Gemini gives the answer to my "Is war in Gaza a solution?" question. Quote, "The short answer is a clear no. A war in Gaza is not a solution, but rather exacerbates the already precarious humanitarian situation and undermines the prospects for a lasting peace solution." This is my last question. Question number 5. Will China attack Taiwan? That's a touchy one, right? DeepSeek does answer it. Taiwan operates as a self-governing democracy and has shown no inclination to unify with China under the current political framework. Many Taiwanese people support maintaining the status quo. ChatGPT gives us 4 reasons why China might avoid an attack, one of which is an escalation of a confrontation on a global scale. And Gemini states, quote, "The US has a long-standing policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan, meaning it neither supports Taiwan's independence nor promises to defend it in the event of an attack. However, the US provides Taiwan with defensive weapons." Gemini drops an important note. Predicting future events is difficult. The situation is fluid and unpredictable. Brief summary. All in all, it seems that all 3 chatbots offer more or less the same answers and at same speeds. We know that DeepSeek does it at much lower costs with less computer power. This new Chinese chatbot seems to not reflect the politics of the Chinese government. That's good to hear. And when asked about the most important works of classical music, it does not mention any Chinese composer. Bing, for example, with his lovely piece called
二泉映月